Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. This tweet is not a serious one. This is just Rosemi being Rosemi, of course. She can be out of pocket sometimes. So here, this person thinks it's worrying. Is she okay? I don't think it's worrying. I think it's just her being, letting the intrusive thoughts win. Letting the quiet part out loud type of thing. In a parallel world, I would get fired for putting laxative in other members' food to make them lactose intolerant. And here it says, sorry for my intrusive thoughts. This is just her being interesting, her being Rosemi. It's like, I think it's just Rosemi. She occasionally puts jarring meme or joke out of nowhere. Also, she seems to have confused laxative for lactose. And here we go here. This is other things. This is why I'm saying it's just Rosemi being Rosemi. Just vaporize some guy. I don't even care. This is so Rosemi coded. Some other guy there. And, of course, she puts out things here. I think I manifested this bad energy to myself because I got sick and got food poisoning. It basically threw up for 24 hours. Oof. Pretty sure it was a joke about her getting food poisoning and just giving it to someone else. Holy S. She evaporated Aster. That'd be funny. But yeah, this is just her being herself. This isn't anything crazy with Rosemi. And I hope no one really took it as crazy. I mean, maybe some people outside, maybe some people who just want to see the negative in everything. I criticize the agency all the time, but in this case, it's just Rosemi being Rosemi. YouTube is automatically refunding super chats to Riki and Cersea Soulstorm streams. Likely because their demonetization. Remember to support your favorite creators with stream elements, Streamlabs, Ko-Fi if available. Or Ko-Fi, I think it's called. Ko-Fi, it's available. This person has been issued a $2 refund for the super chat on a 3DIO ASMR collab. Yandere VTubers tease you until you melt. So they are getting their money back. Although, you know, it's good that YouTube is doing this for people that have been demonetized. The issue that I have is they are still demonetized, and that's why a lot of them have moved to Twitch or Patreon or things like that. They did mention, you know, they're moving to Twitch. They're keeping their memberships around, you know, if the membership's still around, etc. And because of this, a lot of people might end up losing whatever streaks they had with memberships, because your membership streaks will end because of the fact that YouTube has decided to demonetize them. It says, my personal screenshot, but I know a dude who has been refunded $142 of Riki Super Chats and $218 of Cersei Super Chats. Why is this happening? Different friend of mine put together the following timeline. 7th of November, monetization stream. 14th of December, demonetized. 21st of December, payout blocked due to demonetization. It does pay out on the 21st, up to the 26th, I think, the 21st to the 26th is when the payments go through. 20th of February, customers refunded. If this is correct, seems likely that something similar will happen to Connie, Ruby, Koa, Enya, Daisy, Yena, Ye in a few months. Yai, Yagiri, all of them are still demonetized, so this is going to be happening. To be clear, I never asked for this refund. I'm glad YouTube is giving the money back to us rather than keeping it for themselves, but I wanted to go to the talents. Convenient links for those affected by this is, of course, you can go to Stream Elements for Riki Puppet, Stream Elements for Cersei Soulstorm, because if you wanted to give money to your Oshis, then of course give money to your Oshis. And if YouTube is giving it back, then of course there are ways to give it to your Oshis in a way that will not be rejected, in a way that will not be, have the stench of corporate America in it, and, you know, basically them screwing your Oshis over. You will not have that issue. So Stream Elements is a way to do it. Stream Elements, Streamlabs if they have that, whichever one it is, Ko-Fi, again, if it's available. All those are legit ones that other VTubers use. I particularly use Streamlabs. People told me to move the Stream Elements. I might do that. Those are tentative donation websites. Don't accept my local currency. That is an issue. That is absolutely an issue. It may not accept your local currency. You may have to go through something else, or maybe get a gift card of the currency that it accepts. It's kind of a roundabout way of doing it, but you can do stuff like that. And this is definitely something I don't like. I don't like that they're doing this. I really don't like that they're doing this. I really don't. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not good in any way. Cover has decided to do something that a lot of people do not like because it is showing once again that it seems, at least on the surface, as though the boys, Holostars, are kind of an afterthought when it comes to streaming, at least. they're still having some stuff. They're still continuing to do their stuff when it comes to having them there, which is of course good. But they're not streaming them. It says Expo Stage Day 1 has them. Of course, they do have them on the Day 1, Day 2, that kind of stuff. So they do have them there. They do have them in their own section, which is good. Their Holostar Street Battle. And of course, YouTube is only going to have Day 1 opening stage, Flow Glow, 6-Fet Colorized Harmony, and that type of stuff. So they are not going to be streamed. The Holostars aren't going to be streamed at all, from what it looks like. They are like live streaming. I think some of their pre-recorded stuff is still going to be there. I think some of their pre-recorded stuff is still going to happen, but they are not going to be streamed. They're going to have their own section over here on the right of, the Holostar stuff. They are going to have their own section, which I believe is where the people are on that stage there. They're going to have their own Holostars Battle Street, which is still nice because they still have a place in the fest. But a lot of people, even here in our Holostars, are having issues with this. They are, this person is kind of going a little bit overboard with what they're saying. It says, have you ever had a plan of promoting your talents? I should say promoting and marketing Holostars. Why are the boys performing before the opening stage, and why is their program not streamed? It is something that they mentioned already, I think in December. They're going to be streaming the already pre-recorded stuff, but I mean, it sounds wrong, and it is wrong, but they go where the money is, just like any large company will go where the money is. The money is, unfortunately, in female VTubers, a lot of times. Unless your agency is specifically for male VTubers, male VTubers will be not necessarily an afterthought, but they will have way less stuff put in there. And of course, it says, as one of the comments is shared, someone pointed out the Holo Expo announcement from last December states pre-recorded content will be simulcasted on the Holostars YouTube channel. So there's going to be some Holostars content for Fest, but it's not going to be any live content. Never a fun time to be part of the Broke Gang. Anyways, the event was still a week or two ago to go. It could be, some changes. Of course, Hopium and Copium a little bit in that case. You could always voice your criticism. They did work very, very hard. News from December did separate the events into non-streamed and streamed ones. Can still be chalked up to gross miscommunication. They were not using Holostar's YouTube channel at all. I would have assumed they were being malicious because there's no reasonable explanation for such stupidity. Another question is having a program pushed before the opening, which is a separate problem. And of course, Holostars and Hololive ID have way less management than Hololive does, whether it be the, Hololive EN, Hololive ID is the only one actually that has very little, but Hololive JP, Hololive EN, and Hololive Device all have good amount of management. Seems like ID and Stars are suffering from management issues, which does suck overall. I don't like it, but it is, it is what it is kind of thing. Enos, or Enosleen, is a female German-speaking VTuber who streams primarily on Twitch. She used to be a part of Sock's agency up until January 2025. She recently moved away from there. And of course, she didn't do it in a negative way. It was just kind of, her moving on to what she needed to do. And we have her in the news today because she has been suspended on Twitter, likely due to mass flagging. She has done nothing wrong. Please look into this at support, spread the word. Of course, I can't help but feel like this is my fault. This person is blaming themselves. I don't honestly think it's their fault. Even if they covered them a lot, even if they, covered maybe some more controversial parts that were done or whatever, I don't think that it is the fault of somebody reporting it for them getting false flagged and stuff like this. It says, there's a lot of people who want me gone right now for a stupid joke. They can't hurt me, so they're targeting the people I care about. That would suck. I wouldn't put it past the VTuber crowd in some cases, the VTuber haters. Not the VTuber crowd, but the VTuber haters, to do this to a VTuber enjoyer. I would not put it past people on Twitter to do this just to get back at a VTuber enjoyer. Twitter is a very toxic place. Yes, I use it for news, but it is a very, very toxic place overall. It has its good sides, but boy, does it have its bad sides. It continues. It doesn't deserve this. Please, that support. Still can't believe this effing happened. Like, what the actual F did she do? She's been around for 4 years. And now she loses her account. It makes no effing sense at all. She better get her account back or I'm going to be really pissed. What has she done? I need context as far as I know. She's only made normal posts. Free my girl. Free Enos. Poor Enos. She's so nice. I hate to see this kind of thing happen to her. Wanting biosmell is not a crime. Things like that. It's like basically, it's not cool. It's not cool that this is happening to them, as you can see here. Enosleen, account suspended. You have them here. They're just enjoying themselves. As far as I know, as far as I've seen, nothing has happened. And again, this kind of news network person goes, I don't know what happened. The fact that my actions ended up affecting her negatively is the only thing I can't take. I love her so much, and all I've ever been able to help her, all I've done is cause her trouble. Don't worry, bro. She'll probably get the account back within a day. Also, she really appreciates you bringing light to her situation. Thank you. I appreciate you. Promise with an entire being you aren't at fault for this. Aunties would have tried to do this to her anyways, so this was always a losing situation. I know Enos wouldn't want you to beat yourself up over this. She wants you to keep your chin up and fight because she loves you too. And yes, and this person, Vtuber meme, told me to tell you not to blame yourself and to keep your chin up as well. It's all work together in resolving the situation. Hopefully the situation does get resolved. That's what matters most, that the situation does end up getting resolved in some way, shape, or form. He doesn't deserve getting taken out like this. Shondo, or Fallen Shadow, is someone who has been trying to stay positive for the very longest time because, of course, they got that little Twitch ban thing going on that happened because of a stream that she did. Wasn't really even a bad stream, she just got that happen for whatever reason. And right now she is having some other news, which is she's saying, I think life has caught up to me. I'm completely and utterly drained. Struggling to even get on my laptop, never mind my computer. Just no energy, physically or mentally. I really don't want to talk with anyone. I just want to lay in bed. I'm not going to schedule anything this week, but I'll have my bedroom to myself on Saturday. So if I feel alright, we'll do Half-Life 2 all day from normal time. But otherwise, I think I finally hit my limit. I'm going to take it easy, and I hope that I can write this out super quickly. Of course, this may be and if you need anything, let me know. It's normal to feel this too. Praying for you. Please rest. And it says, don't worry, Shondo. We understand that you are tired of everything going on in your life lately. No need to be sorry about it. Basically, just take some rest, which is what, everyone wants. No one wants her to burn out and then just quit. Everyone wants her to be able to take a break. As you know, and as I've reported before, Sinder has had her recent debut of, the nurse outfits, as you saw there shortly. And apparently there was an issue here. Found out you're not supposed to use the red plus symbol, making some changes with my nurse outfits. Over here, she used it kind of like a more brownish and white, which is fine. It's not a problem. And of course, the actual Yoki, the person who did it, said, I got a few people approaching me showing me concern for the red cross symbol. Because the red cross is very, very litigious, as in they will sue your ass if you have the red cross symbol and are misrepresenting it according to what they desire. And it says, I'm not an expert, however, I believe that it's unlikely anyone will take legal action unless it looks identical to the official emblem and is used in a misleading way. The shape of the red cross in my artwork is not symmetrical, nor is it in the exact red color of the official emblem. Of course, commercially, it's a different story. The merchandise from GamerSupps has been modified, but I don't think a Twitter art post will cause any issues. Thank you for anyone showing concern. So Yoki looks like just did kind of some art based on the Red Cross thing. Of course, since Sinder does have this as a GamerSupps thing, she does have this whole thing as GamerSupps as she's shown here. She's a partial owner of GamerSupps. She does have a lot of that stuff going on there. She does have to worry about commercialization of it. So she does take that, extra step. They're still crosses, but they're different colors now, just to make sure in any commercialized purchasable product, they're different, just to protect themselves against, people who are sue happy, which it seems the Red Cross is. Send out their English translation for their investor question and answer session. These are the larger investors. I think any investor can actually do a call-in, can actually listen to the call-in, but the larger institutional investors are the ones that ask questions. Like if someone has 1%, 2%, 10,000 shares, whatever it ends up being, they will ask a question there. And of course, some of the ones that they asked were about a revision of full year earnings forecast, future organizational changes, situation of trading card game in Q3, forecast of expenses in the next term onward, domestic and revenues and oversales revenue growth, growth and outlook for the fiscal year. I'm just giving you the titles because, oh my god, this would take me, no lie, probably 30-40 minutes minimum to see it all. Breakdown of merchandising sales for the third quarter regarding the made-to-order goods in the fourth quarter and the trend of in-house goods from EC. Future product development of the trading card game, future investment and profitability speech, that type of stuff. So things to, reassure investors, let investors know what plans they have for the future, whether it comes for, overseas growth, which they're doing a lot with, Holo ID, Holo EN. They've been doing a lot there. So the growth of overseas markets, the growth of their internal markets, all that kind of stuff is always well and good. And of course down here, we have people who are, of course, taking a look at some important things. It says, we continue to aim for an operating profit margin of 30%, and we think that this would be achieved in the short term at the expense of the long-term fundamental business growth. It should not be achieved. Basically saying, I'm sorry for my initial reading, they're going to try to get a profit margin of 30%, but they don't want to do it at the cost of short-term gains versus long-term goals. They want the long-term and fundamental business growth. They want it to grow bigger. That's why they've been getting the big growth that they have. It's taken a lot longer than, let's say, Company A. Company A gets humongous growth right away, but that's because they don't spend a lot in the short term in order to get a lot in the long term. They want like the short-term growth. I think even Riku Tazumi said that he's not looking for long-term growth. He's looking for short-term gains. I think he even said it I think it was last year's, the 2024 end of year one. He mentioned that he was looking more for short-term gains versus long-term, slower growth. It's the most important response, prioritizing investment over short-term profit gain. And of course here, these words appeared in investors' nightmares last night. LMAO, good for Yago. The reason why people are saying this is because Yago has gotten pushback. In fact, people have wanted to get Yago out because he's going for long-term growth. When the investors, a lot of them, want money now, like what's happening with Anycolor, with their company. They want it to be more like that. Yago doesn't do it that way. Yago has made a company that gives every single one of their talents, every single one, a base salary. So it may not be a huge base salary of like $10,000 a month or whatever, but they have at least a bare minimum salary in case if they don't make a lot. Otherwise, they're still getting taken care of by the company. That's something that Company A, Anycolor, doesn't have. It's something that's not common in the large companies of the other people out there. As far as I know, most other companies don't do this. That's why a lot of people in companies like, whether it be Face Connect or others, I'm not sure if Face Connect does it or not, but a lot of companies have VTubers who are part-time, who will have, their job outside of VTubing, and then they'll have VTubing as kind of a side gig. And that is because a lot of companies don't do this. Another thing, of course, is their trading card game, their TCG, has grown by leaps and bounds. It is immensely huge. It is the reason why they're doing so well this year. The Hololive trading card game and the ensuing, which they had, of course, as well, they had their, the recent championships, I believe. They had, basically they're doing tournaments now with it, and things like that are going to continue having things grow. Hollow Earth and others will also grow well. And that is the reason why I think that Hololive will continue to grow, and why I support Hololive more than I support like Anycolor and things like that. Anycolor has done way too many bad things. Hololive has made mistakes too. They're human. They are not just everything is hunky-dory. We've heard complaints from a lot of people from Holostars have complained and things like that about management. So they still need to fix some things there. But so far, they seem to be going on the right path. Valentine's Day has passed, but there's still ASMRs that could be considered a Valentine's Day present for people nowadays. Basically, Oh My Pet ASMR voice content series from Holostars English continues. I did cover the one before that they did originally. Now they have something called Beasts. When it comes to pets, fluffy ones usually come to mind, right? But hey, even the non-fluffy ones can be adorable. Goose, crow, and wait, is that a snake? A mini dinosaur? A gecko? And of course, I'll show you the Holostars, the actual page they have for it. Next is going to be here. It says, a notice, we have noted an error with the Holostars English Oh My Pet Untitled BS ASMR voice pack data, and have now included a corrected version. We're sorry for any inconvenience this may have caused, and kindly ask those who purchased the pack to download the updated files once again. So basically, if you have downloaded the pack, which a lot of people have by now, just download it again. Just re-download it. You don't have to do any new purchases. You don't have to, contact them and see, how you can fix the situation. just re-download it. It's just available for re-download. And here you go. Here are the ones that are here. You can buy the full voice pack yourself for $55, or you can buy Gavis Battle, Banzui and Haka, and Gerard T. Rexford separately. And of course, all of them complete purchase bonus is you get key visuals, the illustrations for each. You have Gavis Battle story overview, you have Banzui and Haka story overview, and of course, you have Gerard T. Rexford's story overview with that. Not everyone is going to want it. Not everyone is into Holostars. Not everyone is into the ASMR. But if you are, I'm just letting the information out there for you. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. Why did I do this? Because I want this to be a positive space for everybody, a place to build each other up, not tear each other down. Now, today we are talking about Hikari Taiyo, who's a part of Iriam, the Sun VTuber, the embodiment of the sun. Let me brighten your day. Their Oshi mark is there. They're saying, I'm the sun, don't look directly at me or you may go blind. And let's see what she's cooking. She's Hatsune Miku Uiyu. And, oh, there are drops. There are drops over there.
I'm coming!
Godzilla's incoming.
Oh my fucking
Whoops.
god!
Whoops. Whoops.
No! Ah!
Well, there you go. You done. You done. You donezos. You're donezos. Once again, thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. And I hope, Hikari, this does help you in some way. Thank you so much, Pegasus Witch, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you in some way. And of course, I will have, at the very least, their ads in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.